Kiara, good to see you. Doing well. I think about some good rebounding. Some good. What's the strength of your game? Strong point, you think?
Honestly, I would say just going after the ball, getting tough rebounds. It's a very big part of my game. But
how did you develop your game? I mean, the Harrison game. How did that come around?
Honestly, started in elementary school. Actually, we had like a little YMCA team. We played at the Y a lot. But that's where it started, and I just developed from there.
Where was that YMCA at back in the day? Where was that located?
It was Bryan Y.
Bryan YMCA. Is that the one downtown?
I believe so.
Yeah, because the Spears is the one on Horseman Creek Road. Your Bryan YMCA downtown had a little daycare down there, a little basketball team got to work. How old were you back then?
Maybe like 8.
8 years old. So you started early then.
Yeah.
And then you hit the elementary school with some basketball too?
Yes.
And then on to middle school. Where'd you go to middle school?
Guilford Middle.
Did you really? I guess it was called Guilford Junior High back when. Did you play in that old gym or that newer gym? The newer gym was probably 100 years old, but remember the old gym they had?
Yeah, it was a really hot gym.
Yeah, I played basketball in that gym back as a kid. That was our place back in the day. Good spot. Guilford Middle back in the day.
Yes.
And played some middle school ball there.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us who the coach was back over there back in the day?
It's Keisha Beard.
Keisha Beard.
She's actually still the coach there.
Had some good teams over there?
Yes.
There's a coach over at Dudley now. I know I'm digging my little brain a little too deep here, but there's a coach at Dudley now on the men's team, one of the assistant coaches. He was actually coaching that Guilford Middle School boys team back then.
He actually left. His name was Coach Henson.
Yeah, Henson. There you go.
He used to coach, but now he left.
Yeah, he was over at Guilford and came over to Dudley to help out. He's still helping at Dudley right now, right? Assistant coach?
He actually left. I don't know where.
Did he really?
Exactly.
Wow, some information. I got to look because he was in that bench at the start of the season. I remember him pretty well. Coach Brett Henson, I think it was.
Yeah.
What have you learned from Coach Frank McNeil? What's he taught Kiara Harrison? I know she knew a lot coming in. She had this rebounding down, had this attack the basket, this tough mentality to get those loose basketballs. What have you learned from Coach McNeil?
He's taught me a lot, actually. He probably doesn't realize it, but he has. He kept my attitude together. He just taught me how to be a player on and off the court. In school, out of school, you gotta combine it together. Your grades gotta be as good as well as you are on the court.
What about a favorite class? Got a favorite class over at Dudley, one you really enjoy?
I actually go to UNCG.
You got to early college?
Yes.
We had a kid earlier tonight, Michael Featherston out of Grimsley.
He goes to my school.
Is he there? I thought he said he was over there. So you guys are the same. What are you taking over there these days? Got a favorite class over there?
I'm actually, this semester, I'm taking forensic science. It's an online class.
Yeah.
And then I take English 3 and ACT prep. It's for English. And then I take a history class.
That forensic class you take online, the forensics class, can you take that at home or you have to go there and do your computer work at the school?
It's actually both. We just go in the computer lab.
Yeah.
That's my first block class, so we just go in the computer lab.
Wow.
You can work on it at home. It's not really an option.
Now, are you looking to go into that line of work when you go out into the business world someday? Maybe become a forensic scientist?
Actually, that was my first choice to major in, but going through high school, I actually changed it to being an athletic trainer.
Yeah. So where will you go? You any idea what college you might attend? Who's going to get lucky? Who's going to get that name, Kiara Harrison, on their signature to play college basketball? Any idea college what you might attend?
I have 2 big schools that I like. It's actually Tennessee and Connecticut.
Wow. I tell you what, it is best to shoot for the top. That's what you've done. That's good shooting right there, man. If you get Connecticut or Tennessee, you are going to be in real good shape. Are you thinking about any other schools around here, maybe as backups? Any backup plans?
Not really, not yet, actually. I'm not going to say not really, but not right now.
So right now it's Connecticut or Tennessee?
Just my top school.
Yeah, I got to keep those in mind. That's not a bad choice at all.
It's always been.
If you get one of them, you're going to be in real good shape, real good shape. What's your least favorite class over there at the early college these days? Got a class that's kind of tough when you're digging into?
I would have to say the SAT class and the ACT class.
Those are like those advanced placement tests, prep classes, right?
Yeah, you just mostly sit in front of a book.
Really?
It's kind of tough.
Looking over potential trial questions type thing?
Yes, sir.
Wow, interesting. You just cram the whole time in that class and just study the book. How do they grade you on that? I mean, do you get a grade for that class? How do they grade you there?
It's basically participation grade.
I got you.
So, because after the ACT, we really don't have anything left to
Have you taken the ACT already?
No, we're taking it in March.
Taking it in March, coming up soon, and get ready for that. And the SAT, you'll probably take that a couple of times as you get ready for next year.
Yes, sir.
Good deal, Kiara Harrison. How about a basketball family? You got a sister or cousin or someone playing? I guess.
I have a cousin who plays. Her name is Kiara Straight. But
she's your cousin, Kiara Straight. What about the Victoria on your team? Is she a relative?
No, we're not related.
Same last name?
Yes, sir.
Just like that Grimsley team, they got Nick Moore and Mason Moore, same last name, not related. So you and Victoria are not sisters then, not cousins, not related?
No, sir.
Interesting. Okay, I love to learn these kind of things. These are good things to know. But your cousin Kiara Strait, you guys are related.
Yes, sir.
Another good rebounder too, right?
Yes, sir.
Good talent with the Dudley Panthers. And Kiara Harrison with us. What makes Kiara Harrison the basketball player she is?
Determination. I gotta say, like, trying to get somewhere, it'll encourage you to do a lot of things. Trying to get to the top schools that I like, that'll encourage you to do a lot. It'll stick in your mind that you gotta do this, you gotta do it to the best of your ability. So
this is the chance to get you to the next level.
Yes, sir.
What you're doing now. How about a state championship? Is that within the realm of possibility for the Dudley winner?
Yes.
What's it going to take to get one of those state titles? I know Coach McNeil would love to have one. Essence would love one. I know Coach Hunt would love one too.
Yes.
What would it take to get that state title?
Honestly, we can continue to do what we've been doing. It's hard defense. We have a chemistry on the team that I don't think anything can break. If we just keep doing what we're doing, then we'll be fine.
And is the layoff going to affect you guys at all, you think? No basketball the past week? Kind of just, I don't know what you guys have been doing. Maybe some sitting around waiting to get back to play again. Is that going to layoff going to affect your team, you think?
Sometimes it can affect the team, but I feel like with the determination and the hunger we have for the state title, I think we can get right back to it.
Do you get emotional when the game gets going? You get a little wired up, kind of wide open, and kind of edge your teammates, push them on a little bit? Or are you more reserved as a player?
I get emotional, but it's kind of an inside thing. It's like I don't let my emotions show because that can be a game changer, and it can be for the bad.
Good point. And your game's all about all-out effort, right? Whatever helps that team, the scoring, the rebound, whatever you can do. I've watched you play. I've seen you play, and there are times in the game with the Dudley Panthers, they're looking to you to take over that game. Not completely, because nobody wants to take over completely and try to dominate, but there are times they just look for you for the big buckets and big points. And when the game gets tight, I mean, you're the one we're looking for right there.
Yes, sir.
How did you get to that? How did you get to that level, you think? What put you in that position?
Hard work.
And Coach McNeil talks about the defense. Is that also something that's very important, I guess, for you?
Yes, we have a specific drill for defense, and it works. It makes you tired, but it works.
Have you gotten better with your defense this year?
I think I have. It's a lot more work that needs to be done, but we only got time.
What are you doing in the off season? Are you playing the AAU ball, being seen by some of these other coaches from other areas too?
Yes, sir. I play with Galaxy. Walter Johnson is my coach.
Walter Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Is that the same? Now, you got to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just thinking out of the box here, or inside the box, somewhere in the box. Is his daughter the one on the team with you girls now?
Yes, sir.
And Tara Johnson, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Close to that name. I'm trying to get my names right. So I bet Walter Johnson probably never yells or screams when he's coaching.
Oh, he yells and screams a lot.
I've seen him at the games. I know that guy's got to be doing something like that because he really gets into it.
He does.
That man is definitely there, but he loves his basketball.
He really does.
And got some pretty good teams at the Galaxy?
Yes.
Would you ever go up there? I'm just throwing names out. You ever go up against the Phoenix? Ever play the Phoenix team?
A lot.
Really? Is that
Those are our biggest games, actually.
Wow. So the Galaxy versus Phoenix. Do you ever run into like the Delaney Rudd or the Cleveland Ingram type teams? Are those guys?
Not a lot as like we do with the younger teams, but we do sometimes.
So other than Coach McNeil, you probably learned quite a bit from Coach Walter Johnson too then.
Yes, sir.
Good stuff. Kiara with us. Got a favorite sport other than basketball? Anything else?
I actually think baseball is pretty interesting. That's something a lot of people don't know, but I think it's
pretty neat because, man, you got to have patience to watch that baseball. You got to be a student of the game to watch that because there's so much going on, but it's going on so much slower than basketball and football.
Yes, sir.
What do you like about baseball?
I honestly never figured that out. I played softball in middle school, and I just took an interest in it.
How about Coach Larry Farrer? Does that name ring a bell, Coach Larry Farrer?
I believe so, but I can't really.
He's the baseball coach at Dudley. Yeah, Dudley. And we got Randy Norris at shortstop this year. New Randy Norris just came in.
I think they would be pretty good.
I think they'll be pretty good. They should be good this year. They got the Coakley kid, Christian Coakley. He's back again this year. They got the Williamson brothers, both those guys back again this year. Man, I think Dudley's baseball team could be pretty good. Elijah Harris, I've heard of Elijah. Good football player, excellent baseball player too. Will you go to some of the school baseball games, go watch the team?
I have before. The whole team has, actually. We support all the sports.
Ah, that's good. Is that who steers you in that direction? Sometimes there's a good coach or a good person that says, let's support all the teams. Who does that at Dudley? Anybody
just,
encourage, just something the students do?
Yeah, it's just a team thing. Like, especially with our football players, we like to encourage them with everything they do.
That's good. That's good. If you're not having to be told to do that's a good thing too. You look back at it, is it tough coming from having to go to the UNCG environment because you take some classes there, then you got to get back to Dudley for practices and other games? Is that tough? Tough scheduling?
Freshman year, it was very tough. But as I go on, my junior year, it's not that bad, actually.
So you were doing the UNCG thing your freshman year.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's early because some people I've talked to didn't get into that maybe sometimes their junior, at least by their junior, maybe the senior year. So you've been at it the whole time then.
Yes, sir.
And again, refresh me, what did you say you want to do when you get out of high school and go to college? What's your profession you're going to get into again?
I actually want to do athletic training.
Athletic training. So you'll be doing the taping and checking and all that kind of stuff. Super stuff, Kiara Harrison here. Change Radio Chat for a Thursday. 20 years down the road, we see you as an athletic trainer probably?
If I don't continue basketball, that'll be something else.
You're not going to rule out that basketball, are you? Connecticut, Tennessee, got to shoot for the top, got to keep those in mind. Say if you're stuck on a deserted island, got to play somebody one-on-one to get off that island. Who do you play? And it's got to be somebody good. Who do you think you play? Who do you go against?
I can honestly say my brother.
Yeah, what's his name?
Anthony Lamb.
Anthony Harrison?
Anthony Lamb.
Anthony Lamb. Was I knowing Anthony Harrison? Anthony Lamb. Does he live here?
Yes.
Could you beat him?
I can, but we go at it. He's really fast. He increases my speed and stuff like that.
Is he a former Dudley guy?
Yes, he played football.
I thought he did because that Lamb, boom, hit me in the head after you mentioned that. I know it's going to be there. Very good football player back in there. A lot of athleticism in that Harrison Lamb family then.
Yes, sir.
Parents, athletics, too, athletes?
I have a football family.
Really?
Actually.
Who else? Anybody else we can throw in?
Well, really all my family went to Dudley, but my uncle and my dad, they played football for a little bit. But
So when it comes to football season, Super Bowl Sunday, all those things, you're watching a lot of football too.
yeah,
Sports all the way. Family with football, you're basketball, plus you also like baseball. Got a favorite professional baseball team? Any idea?
not really. I just watch it.
Just watching the game? You ever got the scorebook, kept score, ever done that?
Oh, no.
If you're really into it, you start doing it. I see with the scorebook of the game, I know this girl is really getting into those numbers now. If we took a photo of your basketball life, the selfie, just that quick shot photo, we look at that photograph, what do we see in that snapshot? What would we see?
Big things.
Big things?
Yes.
We see that selfie, we see the big picture. Keeping Knoxville and keeping, I guess it's stores, keeping those cities in mind, Connecticut stores and Knoxville, Tennessee. Got a nickname?
Key.
Key?
That's basically
Like
it.
Kiara Key, gotcha. Carolina Kia? I don't know. So put the Kia name in there. Let's see. Final question. If MVP gets a car this year, maybe for Dudley or for the conference, or maybe even for the state championship game, if you got the MVP award and won that car, that vehicle, what would you take?
It's a tough question. A Ferrari.
Ferrari. Man, that's digging. That's a good one. Man, we heard the BMW, the Lincoln, heard the Mustang, the Ferrari. Very good. Very good. Kiara, got some good things ahead of you. What's your SAT? Oh, not your, what's your GPA? I got all my SATs and ACCs and CIAAs and CIAs. What's your current GPA, you think?
4.0.
4.0.
Yes, sir.
That's on a 4.0 scale?
Yes, sir.
Can't do any better than that.
You can get higher than that, but that's where I'm at right now.
Get some extra points, those advanced placement courses too. A few extra points those. I talked to Coach McNeil. Here's my thought for the night. We're going to close it out right here. He said all he's asking his players to give 100%. You agree with that? 100%.
I mean, we can get tired, but if you give your 100% for the time needed, we got subs. We got a great bench. So.
And I told him, I said, if you give 100%, Essex gives 100%, the three other girls give 100%, we got 500%. That's all we need, right?
Yes.
Kiara, excellent job. Look forward to seeing you in the future. Look forward to seeing you. And you can't promise me a state championship now, but you're going to give it all, right?
Yes, sir.
Keep up the good work. Kiara Harrison with us, Change Radio Shack. And that's going to close things close to us. Chelsea in the neighborhood. Quick talk, Chelsea.
Way back.
If she's back there, we can get Chelsea in here just for a second, because I told her we're going to get a quick word for Shane's from Chelsea.